burnout isn't just an employee problem or a you problem. It's a leadership problem. It's a cultural problem. I think more importantly, it's a problem that can't be solved with a pizza party on Friday afternoon or a resilience workshop. According to Gallup's research report, Employee Burnout Causes and Cures, 76% of employees say that they experience burnout at work at least sometimes, while 28% of them say that they're burned out very often or always. That's nearly a third of the workforce. Couple that with Gallup's research indicating that 79% of employees are disengaged at work, and it's not too hard to conclude that, well, we've got a serious problem here. Burnout is a complex issue and can't readily be reduced into a few simple assumptions. And one of those assumptions are that burnout is caused by working too many hours. Okay, but it's not necessarily the number of hours you work, but the conditions in which you work them. Gallup also found that the strongest drivers of burnout, were things like, for one, being treated unfairly, or an unmanageable workload. See if this sounds familiar. Unclear communication from managers, a lack of manager support, or at least a perceived lack of manager support, and unrealistic time pressure. Notice anything? 4 out of the 5 of those have less to do with the employee than the environment that they're expected to perform within. I think that's one of the central themes that Jim Clifton and Jim Harder were developing in their book, It's the Manager. In that great managers don't simply improve engagement, they shape the daily experience of the work itself. They clarify expectations, they help their people to develop strengths, remove obstacles, they create psychological safety, and they help people to do meaningful work. So poor leadership, on the other hand, quietly turns ordinary stress into chronic burnout. So before we go telling employees, I know not you, I just mean the proverbial we, but before we tell employees, well, you need to be more resilient, perhaps we should ask ourselves whether we're building a workplace where thriving means mastering emotional parkour, surviving endless meetings, or reacting to Sunday night like it's the opening scene of a disaster movie. And I understand, not everyone gets to choose their manager. But you can choose your capacity. You can develop communication skills, emotional regulation, work on decision-making and problem-solving abilities that won't necessarily eliminate poor leadership, but it can help all of us to reduce the psychological cost of working within that environment. And the more capable and adaptable you become, the less energy challenges consume, leaving more of your mental and emotional resources available for the work and the people that matter most